Cocodee Ramabele from the Lesotho Opportunities Industrialization Center, one of the institutions that you are supporting.
Yeah. And where are you based?
Here in Maseru.
Right. Okay. So perhaps you could tell us a little about your college. What are the sort of courses that you run, and to what level? And how many students do you have in total?
Actually started in 1978, which was started by the one Reverend Leon Sullivan from America. The late Reverend Sullivan joint venture with the Lesotho government from then, and it was a project for 5 years. It lasted up to 1983, and from there it was supported by the Lesotho government. But due to some financial constraints, the budget has been cut, and because initially there was no school fees which was paid by the students, because Lesotho Opportunities caters for the disadvantaged, the poorest of the poor, the primary school leavers. We cater for the post-primary. After completing the Standard 7, they can join our institution. And we train them in bricklaying, bricklaying and plastering, carpentry and joinery, plastering, plumbing and sheet metal, boiler making, electrical installation and solar technology. I mean, that's 5 courses. Yeah. The total number of our students, it's between 270, 275. It varies from that.
And how many years does each course last? Is it 3 years?
It lasts for 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
It lasts for 2 years.
Right.
Yes.
And out of that 275, I think you said, how many BET students are sponsored?
For this year, BET sponsored 15 of our students.
It's quite a sizable number. So perhaps you could give us actually an indication or a little on the background of education in Lesotho in general. For example, I mean, what age do young people leave school? How is education funded?
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll first start with my institution. We enroll students from 16 years of age, because in most cases they completed their primary school 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah, then from there we can enroll them when they are 16 and above. Actually, we cater for everybody. Being in Standard 7 leaver, primary school leaver, secondary dropout, high school dropout, we are open to everybody. Our education system is a bit difficult, because after our trainees or our students have completed the training, they cannot further their training with other institutions. You see, our institution take the trainees or the students after completing primary, and other institutions, they will expect you to get the pass in maths, pass in English, pass in what. So our students do not make it to the higher level of the institutions. So that is one of the difficulties with our education system. There's no progression. There's no progression. Right. Yeah, that is the main problem that we are facing here. There's no progression.
We had interviewed some students previously, and a lot of them, they had hoped to go on and further their studies. So I was just wondering where they would do that then.
Actually, they can join other institutions of higher learning if they have passed. If they have passed COC. COC is the Cambridge certificate. It's the high school leaving certificate,
Right.
because the requirements for joining those institutions of higher learning, they will require to have passed COSC at least.
Okay.
And there will be subjects that they would ask you to have passed. The certificate that they have acquired from our institution does not help them or does not make them to be enrolled in the other institutions.
So this is the fact that you pick up, as you mentioned, sort of dropouts from school, etc. And that's why they can't then go on, because they haven't got those initial certificates.
Yes, yes. So that is a very disadvantage for them.
Right.
It's a big disadvantage for them, but LOIC does, it caters for everybody.
There's still hope that they could then go on and get those additional certificates.
Yes, but those that you interviewed, I know, was it early this year, last year?
Mm-hmm.
It was last year when you had that interview. Most of them have gone through the system that would allow them to go into other institutions.
Good.
To continue with their studies.
Excellent. So most of your students then, when they leave, finish the course, where do they go on to? They start an own business, or are they self-employed?
Yeah, most of them, they started their own business. Most of them, they look for employment from different construction companies and whoever that can take them under their companies.
And most of them, you think, would stay in Lesotho?
Most of them are still here. Most of them are still here, and they're doing business here in Lesotho, mostly in Maseru.
Because I think when the charity first started, the problem was a lot of students, well, a lot of young people used to go to South Africa to the mines and things, because that's where the work was. And that caused a lot of problems. But now there's business in Lesotho, and they can work there. Not
actually, there's a business in Lesotho. It's no more easy to go to South Africa now.
Right.
Yeah, it's not any more easy like it used to be. The mines are closing down. They're retrenching people. There's a lot of challenge for them to get work because the economy has shrunk.
Right. And is that the same in Lesotho?
Definitely, more so after the this COVID pandemic.
Right.
It has caused a lot of problems. The economy has shrunk a lot.
So is unemployment quite high then?
Very.
What sort of figure? Do you have an idea?
I think I would say it's around 40 to 45%.
Oh, wow. Okay. And in terms of the scholarships that BET offer, do you think we're targeting at the right students?
Yes,
we've aimed to help those who don't have any other financial means, whether it's family or other ability to pay fees.
Yes, I know that you sponsor those that have those who have lost their parents. Yeah. Sometimes we have the double orphaned or single orphaned, but the parent is not working, because most of our students are, like I said before, they are disadvantaged. They fail to continue their academic studies because of the financial constraints from their parents. Some parents have gone and passed away. They are no more. Some have been brought by the guardian. The family helped them to enroll at LOIC. So you came very handy, and your support has been very useful to them.
And how do they find out about BET? Are you aware of that? Is that just word of mouth? Do students come to you and say, how can you help?
Actually, we take the data when they enroll. Do you have parents, single parents? Does you have parent work? Whether is he working? That is how we get to know their status. And then thereafter, we sit down and see those who are needy.
Good. So do you have any advice or recommendations for us? Are there other ways in which we could help?
Actually, when you first started supporting our students, you supported them with their fees and the tools, because the tools are very important. Because if they don't have tools, it will be very difficult for them to do their work in the institution. Even when they leave, after acquiring the skills, to start their own companies, they will need tools. So without the basic tools, because we as the school, we buy big equipment and they are expected to get for themselves basic tools that they use in the workshops. Some of them, they could not even afford to buy those basic tools. So it is very difficult for them to continue their studies quite well if they don't have those basic tools. So my recommendation, if we could be able to meet it, is that we resuscitate that support, that you get them the very, very basic tools that they use in the different tools.
Well, it's good that you mentioned that, because that was an initiative we were starting up and setting up a separate fund for that, so that we could provide students with tools. Is there a best way of doing that? Is it, for instance, that you buy the tools because you might get bulk discount, or would they have to go out and buy them themselves?
No, I think it could be very good if the school buys for them, because sometimes if you give them cash, they will use cash for something.
Yes.
Yes, the school will go out and get quotation for those basic tools, and then, or maybe we set, maybe we say for one student we pay about 1,000 or so, 1,000 rand, or our currency here, 1,000, not your pounds.
Yeah. Not pounds, no.
Yeah, so
yeah. And your estimate would be, say, 1,000 rand, would it?
Could be 2,000.
2,000, okay.
Yeah, between 1,000.
Is it much the same for every course, or some courses they need more tools?
No, there's a difference, because if you do in bricklaying and plaster, you don't need many tools.
But carpentry,
yeah, like in carpentry, like in plumbing.
Oh,
like
yes.
in plumbing, because in plumbing you have this sheet metal, you need tools for doing sheet metal. You need tools for doing plumbing.
Yeah.
But with the basic bricklaying and plastering, you need very few tools that could help.
And when would they need the tools? Would they need it at the beginning of the course, end of the course?
No, actually, like now that we are going to start enrolling the new ones, our intake is going to start on the 10th of January. And then they will start on the 16th of January. That is when they need tools for their work in the workshop until they finish their course.
And what percentage of students finish the course? Does every student finish the course?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it would be a good investment to have the tools up front.
Because without tools, you can have hands,
yes,
you can have brain, but without tools, you are doomed.
Is there anything else you think, as a charity, we ought to know, so that we can, target funds better for students? Or
that's tools, that tuition fee. I think that is all.
So thank you for your time, and it was lovely to meet you.
Thank you, sir. I'm very happy, and you have been very kind to our students and our boys and girls, and we are looking forward to maybe to see you when you come back to Lesotho for the second time.
Yes, hope to soon. I think one of our trustees is hoping to next year. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.